It is officially official. Xbox now owns Activision and all Activision content. This is a critical step for competition and the availability of Microsoft to be able to kind of compete in a space that they normally wouldn't be able to compete. Thankfully, obviously this has huge repercussions throughout the gaming industry, and I, for one, could not absolutely be more thrilled. There's a lot of Sony fanboys with egg on their face. I'm the first one to kind of call that out. There's a lot of people that said this had zero chance to go through. How y'all doing? How's that crow taste? Caw, caw, caw. Tastes pretty good, right? Yeah. Anyway, listen, it didn't take a genius to figure out that Microsoft had no chance at losing any of these appeals or anything like that, because let's just face it, Sony has been dominant in the market for so long that it never made sense for them to lose it, right? So now we officially have this. A lot of bits and pieces of information are coming out. The CMA approved it. Microsoft had been willing to give up cloud marketing or cloud rights to Ubisoft, and you might go, oh, well, why would Microsoft give up cloud to Ubisoft? That doesn't make any sense. Well, actually, it does kind of make sense, because honestly, they don't look at cloud as something super viable anymore. They started kind of diverting their cloud structure a while ago. So even a lot of the things talking about cloud that came out in the court documents, a lot of that stuff doesn't make a whole lot of sense anymore, because they've already kind of diverted. So anyway, in completing the industry's and Microsoft's biggest ever deal, the Xbox maker has taken ownership of major console franchises, including Call of Duty, Warcraft, and Diablo, as well as like the PC franchises, obviously. It also established a major presence in mobile gaming with the addition of Candy Crush maker King. Other developers joining Xbox Game Studios include Infinity Ward, Raven Software, Sledgehammer Games, Treyarch, Toys for Bob, Beanox, and High Moon Studios. As one team, we'll learn, innovate, and continue to deliver on our promise to bring the joy and community of gaming to more people, according to head of Xbox Phil Spencer, which obviously that's what they're going to do. We'll do this in a culture that strives to empower everyone to do their best work, where all people are welcome, and is centered on our ongoing commitment of gaming for everyone. We are intentional about inclusion to everything we do at Xbox, from our team to the products we make and the stories we tell, to the way our players interact and engage as a wider gaming community. Together, we'll create new worlds and stories, bring your favorite games to more places so more players can join in, and will engage with and delight players in new and innovative ways in places they love to play, including mobile, cloud, streaming, and more. Players have always been at the center of everything we do, and as we grow, we'll continue to keep players at the heart of it all. We'll continue to listen to your feedback, build a community where you can be yourself, where developers can do their best work, and continue to make really fun games. Now, Satya Nadella continued that today is a great day for gamers everywhere. Together with Activision Blizzard, we will deliver on our vision to help people connect and play great games wherever, whenever, and however they want. Now, Phil Spencer continued on. As promised, we will also continue to make more games available in more places, and that begins now by enabling cloud streaming providers and players to stream Activision Blizzard games in the European Economic Area, a commitment made to the European Commission. Today, we start the work to bring beloved Activision Blizzard and King franchises to Game Pass and other platforms. We'll share more about that and when you can expect to play in the coming months. We know you're excited, and we are too. Activision Blizzard said this week that if a deal went through, it expected to start adding titles into Game Pass in 2024. It was also confirmed today that Activision Blizzard longtime boss Bobby Kotick will remain as CEO through the end of 2023, which, believe it or not, is only a couple more months. He'll report directly to Phil Spencer, assisting the Xbox head with transition process. Today is a great day for gamers everywhere, according to Satya Nadella, and it is a big day. They joined Team Xbox, according to Activision. All of our history and success leading to this moment is because of you, our incredible gaming community. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Microsoft has announced its intention to acquire Activision Blizzard in January of 2022, and since then, it's had to fight hard to appease the concerns of some global competition regulators who argued that the merger could potentially give the combined entity an unfair advantage. One major sticking point was a suggestion that Microsoft might make Call of Duty exclusive to Xbox and PC. However, this summer, Microsoft and Sony signed an agreement to keep Call of Duty on PlayStation after the deal was completed for a period believed to be 10 years. It was also felt that the deal would give Microsoft an unfair advantage in the cloud gaming market, despite the fact that nobody given a crap about the cloud gaming market. In a bid to address this, the Xbox maker signed a number of long-term game distribution agreements with cloud providers, which helped the deal gain approval in the European Commission. Microsoft had to go further to satisfy the UK markets and authority, which finally gave the deal the go-ahead earlier. Its approval was only granted after Microsoft agreed to sell Ubisoft cloud gaming rights outside the European Economics Area for all Activision Blizzard games released over the next 15 years. Despite emerging victorious from a court battle with the U.S. Federal Trade Commission, however, which was seeking to block the deal over antitrust concerns but didn't have the power to do so independently, Microsoft is still facing resistance, but it looks like that's going to be something that isn't really going to affect them one way or the other going forward. Honestly, I think the FTC should just save the taxpayers' money and, not bother to continue to go on with this stuff, because it's pretty clear that they're just wasting money at this point with the number of countries and places that have outright accepted it. And it was always weird to me that the CMA's sticking point was cloud gaming. And the reason why that was always kind of a weird sticking point to me was the cloud gaming market that Microsoft has in like the UK was only at maximum capable of 5,000 people, right? So yeah, that really didn't make sense. I always thought that was just kind of a weird little thing, but they kind of wanted that honor or whatever of being able to go, oh well, we stopped it. I think really they were facing a lot of pressure to reverse that. This is a huge deal, and reversing that would look like they are in fact open for business. And so, they give the rights to Ubisoft, but here's what you guys don't realize, right? There's a big difference, and I know a lot of people don't understand this. There's a big difference between streaming content like movies and music and stuff like that. It doesn't require the amount of silicon and things like that, whereas Microsoft really bet early on cloud streaming and stuff like that on xCloud. And so they cost themselves probably millions of console sales. Right, millions of console sales, creating virtual consoles for everybody that uses cloud gaming, and hardly anybody used it. It was a big nothing burger. I've been saying this for a very long time. Gaikai failed, OnLive failed, PlayStation Now failed, Stadia failed, Luna failed. Basically, I don't care how many people used. They said millions of people or a couple million people or something like that used xCloud or whatever, but 98% of them were already in the ecosystem through PC or Xbox anyway, and people just used it as like a secondary thing, like a bonus thing. So it wasn't like they were actually growing the sector at all. So it didn't make a whole hell of a lot of sense to worry about that. Especially given the way that things have kind of went. So now Microsoft officially owns them. They did this really wonderful trailer on the Xbox YouTube, welcoming Activision to the family of Xbox and things like that. Now Microsoft has 35 game studios. This is bittersweet in a few ways that I'll touch on real quick. Some of you might remember me still. Maybe there's a couple people that still follow me and listen to some of my stuff. I was on a podcast called Big Gamer Small Talk, or BGST, years and years ago in the Xbox One era. Me, Next Gen, Mooch, Tim Dog, Worrywart, D-Batch. We all loved Xbox, and you always would just say, man, Xbox needs to be the behemoth that we know that they are, right? Unfortunately, BGST is no longer. All of us kind of went our own ways, and some of the BGST members aren't exactly Xbox fans anymore. So it's kind of bittersweet, like I said, because part of me wants to say, hey, we did it, guys, we did it. And then the other part is like, yeah, we did it. But at the same time, there's a group of us, a few of us now that honestly don't really care, so I don't know. To me, I can't wait to see what comes of this. I really hope that Microsoft does some amazing things with Activision. It sounds like they're going to go back to the old games, and they're going to do a lot of listening to what the fans want, and that is a very exciting prospect to say the least. How do you guys feel about it? Let me know down below. Are you happy that it's finally over? I know I am. Let me know what you guys think. Rack 'em up, fact 'em up, Crap Gamer 'em up. I hope you guys all have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. Crap Gamer, out.